Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Max the Curse of Brotherhood. I notice here on the main menu that there is a select level. I wonder if that was there a lot earlier or if that just unlocked after the most recent chapter unlock of 6-1. With a level select, maybe there is a bit of a reason why I might want to go back and...
Dungeons, Max. Here his minions are present in great numbers. Keep your eyes open.
I didn't even know
He is near.
that there would be a chapter 6, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is fairly short. But obviously there's 5 evil eyes and a secret. But yeah. This really is a point where the princess is in another castle. Would probably make a lot more sense. Where if we went into multiple dungeons, we could have tried to find Felix and then failed to find Felix. So, a very different environment compared to the rest of the game. It's worth mentioning again that I've just not been particularly amazed with this game or enthralled with this game. So it has been kind of a couple of other days, a few more days since I last played, which that's getting to a dangerous point certainly where I am not even going to remember the controls as I get to the final boss fight. Just touching it with the magic purple flame is not good enough. And there's really no reason not to just take it with you. Well, I guess that's the reason to not take it with you. Man. Talk about checkpointing not being good enough. It's hard to even have anything to really say in here at this point. So, like, since there isn't a lot grasping me or interesting me about this game, I don't see a situation where I actively try to go back and get all the collectibles. I'll reevaluate certainly, but that's about it. And then we were having the same problem. At the very least, they could have checkpointed the door being open. Like maybe checkpoint the state, don't checkpoint the reset position. They probably should have also thought slightly different on how they dealt with branches falling near you. It probably would have been acceptable to simply... Did I break it? See, I'm thinking there might be a machine answer and solution to this. Nope. No solutions whatsoever. But also no way to like interact with this switch other than just hitting Y. So we haven't been interacting with switches up until this point. That seems oddly extra. Yeah, and we are... And that got me an achievement for probably just blowing up things, but need to effectively hit everything when you try to hit it. And there I got an achievement for 2. I hope that's the right direction and I didn't just miss some collectible. I probably did, come to think of it. But this is basically just a whole different game now. Like, total different experience. Alright. Maybe you do that. Probably don't do that. Probably want to draw something like that. And then probably want to do something like that. Alright. At the very least, that creates a level of safety. So I guess the question is just going to come down to how many things can you hit realistically? And how many things can you not hit realistically? Let's see, we have a doorway that can be broken and blown up there. Yep. Seems like the fire starts from the center. So, unless we could get a incredibly perfect arc there, it doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Can I fall here and not fall to my death, I guess would be the next question. I hear an eyeball. What was the thing that fire did with land? Yeah, it just doesn't feel like you can make that, though. So more than likely what you're going to have to do is, like, take this and then probably redraw this. Make something closer to that. And then push this over this way. So you can grab that. But we can see we've pretty much already confirmed that we've missed the actual thing we needed. Like, what was I trying to say there? Yeah, I was trying to say we've pretty much can see we've already missed the first evil eye, which seems almost like you could just glitch through this wall. So if we've missed the first evil eye, we've probably would have to start all over again. Maybe there's room for some improvement there, in that you could possibly, just possibly, start the level over and then very quickly get the evil eye and then be done with it. We need something that would bend an arc fairly sharply. And that may be too sharp. I don't think there's really anything else you can do, though. Unless you can manipulate it to make a ramp on top of those on top of things. It just seems like that's still too high. Let's see, if you were to draw this here and draw that and do that, maybe it is a swing that we actually have to pull off. It's interesting how the camera is zooming in. You're going to hit a point here, you're going to hit a point there, and that's as far as you're going to get. That almost certainly is as high as I could make this branch. I don't feel like the other branch is particularly higher or longer. Meanwhile, the game is totally just tempting me to just continue down the path. Well, how would I get any higher? Also, that's certainly a question. And why are we using ladders now so late in the game? Why are we using levers so late in the game? Now I don't think I can actually get past this triple jump. It's stuck, effectively, and I can't triple jump to the top of the branch, nor can I get under it. And this is just the next level, as far as I can tell. So now I'm in this weird situation where I don't know if I'm missing content specifically because I wasn't paying enough attention, or I've forgotten things, or if I'm missing content because of some other reason. Because it does kind of feel like I could be missing content simply because I've forgotten something that I could do before. Let's see if that blew up this. Well, let's then maybe draw something like that. Yeah, at the very least we can get to this point. Apparently it needs to be more in the room before I can even use it. Alright, so once again we're going to have that wonkiness where it's going to just fall down, fall down, fall down. Can we make it so it gets to that door? Or what? Because I don't even know what I'm supposed... Like, I don't know how this is supposed to go after this point. Alright, let's see. So draw this diagonally like that. Put the fire on it. Draw this to that point. And then I guess that lets me blow up that door. Great. Now what? How in the world are you supposed to get to this point? If I draw the longest platform I can possibly draw here, he still can't make that jump. If I tried to connect this to that, that won't work. I could potentially maybe reach a swing point that is here. But if I draw this straight up and draw this straight to that direction, that's not far enough. And there's just no way back up. Okay, I guess maybe the jump was far enough. Interesting. So this is just a case of me misjudging.
Nice job, Max.
So that's 12 of 18. We made it to 2/3 of the collectibles. This is just back up here. I guess that's more progress than it might have been. It could have been definitely worse as far as the number of the necklace pieces that were collected. Of course, it just does not feel like we're gonna get anywhere with that, so... Like, I question going back and playing the game, a third of the game a second time. And this really just feels like a nightmare scenario where I'd have to try and flip one of these on top of the others, on top of the others. Let's see. This. Is there possibly some shape or something in which that would make sense? Because it just wants to roll upside down. So what if we did something that was more of an upside down shape to begin with? Well, I guess I've manipulated the physics to some level, to some extent there. It still feels like that's wrong, though. Like, you're just not anywhere close. And the game does not want to give up the ghost there on any of that. So what am I forgetting? If this really is supposed to be the solution, then why is this ledge not grabbing? Apparently, I might be jumping the wrong way. I need to probably jump to that ledge. There, the little overhang was a problem. And I can hear an eyeball, so it does seem like this entire thing really is just going to be like an eyeball-centric collectible. Although this seems like a lot. Certainly for just an eyeball. It's almost Indiana Jones-esque. Seems like there's not a lot of room for error here either. You have to kind of get it perfect. And there's literally nothing here. I see what it wants us to do. It's effectively make a swing and then jump down to the swing. And then swing and jump and then save yourself. Kind of by a wall slide more than anything.
Felix.
Felix looks like he's upside down and possibly dead. Was not expecting for this to be the right path.
Gone.
57 out of 75. Which I guess that means that the ladder that climbs down on the left side probably doesn't lead to anything. And I guess that means we probably have missed another eye, so we're just moving the story forward. Now we're back to more action events than puzzle events. Right, so that will let me do that. Which I guess the goal here is we're going to hang above while he can't see us. And then we'll jump down and hit Y. And then use that to blow him up. And use that to climb down. At least to start with. Now you don't really have the camera angle at that point though to break the branch. So if the goal was to get the branch and set the branch on fire, that wouldn't work. And then you have this box that suspiciously looks like it's intentionally there so that you couldn't set the branch on fire and take it and use it as your own personal cannon. Which is an interesting thought, certainly, is that if this fire had to light a fuse on a cannon every time, you could probably control the implementations of the fire effect a little bit more. I don't know if it's 100% necessary to control that effect, but
Max? Is that you? I'm down here. I'll get you down. Somehow.
Alright. Yeah, this definitely feels like we are approaching the end. Alright. Okay, that would let me swing there. This would let me climb down. Unless I'm supposed to try and do something where I actually connect to that. I don't think that's the idea. Doesn't seem like the guy on the left will actually actively march into that spot. Okay. Notice how he's almost going upside down in his climbing there. And I am just gonna have to wonkily
Now let's get you down, Felix.
Alright. So I had to get them to chase me and then draw the line. And almost certainly there's a chance that this is just going to lower your brother into the lava. Not knowing what it's going to do. So we get another cutscene. Your brother Felix has been given no characterization at all, other than he is a victim of you accidentally summoning a demon to kidnap him in the first place.
You gotta wait a while, okay? I'll get you out. Don't worry. I can't see. I have your glasses. I just need to find a way to open the cage first.
Alright. So that was 30 minutes. 30 minutes of a lot of failure, we have to admit. Like, we missed 3 out of 5 evil eyes. We didn't know where we were going half the time. We were doing very different types of gameplay in the split between puzzle sections and action sections. And it definitely felt visually different because we are inside the castle dungeon now, where there's just a lot more enemies and a lot more conflict than some of the other sections. And I imagine we might be working our way up to another big chase sequence. I'm a little shocked it took us 30 minutes to get through that level, particularly considering how poorly I did in it, but that also potentially implies that we may have just slightly longer levels in this 6th and I assume final chapter. The other issue certainly would be, it would feel weird if there was only 2 sub stages for this chapter. Like, so if this was actually the final thing, the breakout, but I also wasn't really expecting there to be a 6th chapter in the first place, so this may be it. It would be odd, though, if that also meant that there was really no boss fight to speak of, because if there isn't going to be a boss fight, there at least needs to be a fairly complicated puzzle that uses a lot of the effects. We haven't used the water effects at all. I have suspect that maybe I was supposed to start to use the fire on the earth and see if that would do something in the previous level, but I didn't even get back to trying that out. It is very questionable whether we'll try to go very further, and I've said that multiple times, but I feel the need to say it again. Like, I don't see how this game could possibly end in any way that I just immediately at the last second fell in love with it, that I would actually want to go back and try and get all the collectibles. Unless they just give me a really, really good level select option where I can select specific checkpoints and it tells me where specific collectibles are in those specific checkpoints, which I just don't think the game will do. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.